What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVEE the Black. I'm back. December 10th, 2017. That was the last time we saw Carson Wentz play until today. And, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say, he is back and he looks good. He looks good. He was out there evading the pass and he looked like his old self, but just because he looked like his old self doesn't mean all the problems are fixed. We won, but that doesn't mean it's all said and done. Is woohoo! We're back. We're going to the Super Bowl. No, not even close. Not even close. We still have a lot of things to work on. Carson. So let me just start off by saying this. Carson, he on that very first drive, he looked good. He looked great. Tight end to Dallas Goedert for the touchdown. He looked good. He did. And then the game started to slow down. And defense started to adjust. And it was an ugly, drawn-out game. And Carson had an interception. He had a fumble. You know, it wasn't pretty. It was another ugly game, but we won. We won, and that's all that matters, right? Right? There are some things we need to it's reported that Alshon can play next week. And all I have to say about that is he better be ready. Because Carson was throwing to the tight ends and wasn't throwing to the receivers, it was pretty simple. Double the tight ends, make him throw. It's still clear to me that Doug Peterson does not trust the wide receiver. It's still clear to me. It's still clear to me that despite the fact that Nelson Aguilar is better than he was 2 years ago, he still doesn't trust him. And you can say, oh, come on, Doug, you can do it, he can do it. But it's very, very clear to me. If you're asking me what I think they should do, if Alshon comes back next week, I think it should be Alshon, Aiken, and Nelson Aguilar. Those are your wide receivers. Dallas and Goddard are still your tight end. Hopefully Jay Ajayi plays next week. Though Wendell Smallwood and Corey Clement, they did pretty good today, so I gotta give kudos to them. They looked pretty good. Man. We won. I'm happy. But, I mean, this game actually reminded me of the Giants game from last year. If you remember, that was game 3. It reminded me of that game because, remember, that game also came down to the wire. Jake Elliott kicks a 61-yard field goal, which turned the season around, and we went on our run, and whatever happened, happened. But if you remember correctly, it wasn't until I believe, what was it? Week 8 or 9. I'm trying to think. Whenever we faced the Redskins on Monday Night Football. No, not even that. Was it that? I want to say it started with the Cardinals game last year. I'm not sure what game that was. But it started with, I think it was game 5. I think it was. The Cardinals game, the Panthers game, the Redskins game on Monday night. Those 3 games right there is where the offense really started to click and come together, and before they destroyed Denver and Dallas. So that's where it started to click and come together. So maybe around that same time, hopefully with Alshon being back, and they're gonna have to focus on him, then at least Zach Ertz and Nelson Aguilar and now Dallas Goedert, he was used more today, which is great. They should be more productive. And then, like I said, hopefully Jay Ajayi is able to play next week. Josh Adams did look pretty good, so that's good. I'm interested to see the duo of that. Josh Adams, Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement. Maybe Darren Sproles comes back next week too. Maybe the team starts to get healthy and they come back together. But that was on offense. Man, let me get on this defense. And more specifically, Jalen Mills, who came out, and the way I was watching him play looked like he was on a mission. Looked like he was out to prove the doubters wrong. But he played okay. If I was to grade him from a 1 to 10, I'd give him a 6, to be quite honest with you. And I like Jalen Mills. I do, but I don't know what to do, man, because he's on my team and I want him to be supportive, but I also want what's best for the team. And Jalen Mills is he's something, man. He's got a lot of heart. That's what he's got. He's got a lot of heart. But and obviously, defensive line makes their clutch stop at the end on 4th goal, 4 consecutive stops, keeping the Indianapolis Colts out of the red zone. Great. As I said, this defense is not one of the best. It's not top 3 in my opinion, but they are the most clutch in the NFL. Meaning, again, when you need them to make a stop, they get it. Whether it's the defense causing enough pressure to have the defensive backs make a stop, or whether it's just the defensive line getting to the quarterback all together. So, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say on the game. Again, it was an ugly win, but again, a win is a win. And with another week, Carson should look better. As I said, he looked fine. If I was a great Carson, I would give him a 7. But it's obvious after that first drive, which was a lot of the high and a lot of nerves, and everything things came back down to normal level. It seemed as if, and the game slowed down, it seemed as if he came back to earth. Maybe it was, I don't know, like I said. But we'll see. We'll see. And one last point. These penalties, man, I'm telling you, they need to be cleaned up. 10 penalties for 110 yards. That needs to be stopped. That needs to be fixed. That is atrocious. That is unacceptable. Do what you need to do to clean up your mess, because oh my god. But that's pretty much about it. The Birds won. That's all that matters. Next week we got the Tennessee Titans. Maybe Marcus Mariota plays. He did come into the game because Blaine Gabbert got hurt. So I'm guessing he's going to play, but he won't be 100%. But we're also going to be in Tennessee. Another game that tells me that what everyone's been saying, you're the Super Bowl champions. Everyone's going to give you their best, and they're not going to quit until that clock strikes 00 in the 4th quarter. It's looking to become true. There's no such thing as an easy game. No such thing. People tell me all week, the Colts defense is trash. It's trash. Eagles should be able to dominate and win. Well, look what happened. We won 20-16. So anyway, that's about it. I will be back later tonight to give my NFC East report, episode 2. Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks are currently playing right now, so we will talk about that in the report. Until then, if you're not down with that, I've just got 3 words for you. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace out, guys.